Namaskar. Hare Krishna. Sometimes, something seems so hard, and that is not our weakness by seeing them in a harder way, because this is only our own thoughtful attempts by which we are able to give our thoughts for them and make an images in our inside soul and mind for them. For them mean to say for the front conditions or the persons. Sometimes we are so afraid of someone's behavior or someone's front view words, which is really so affected and sometimes gives us the harsh feeling in itself. This is not can say the logic, this is not can say the minimum way of attaining our role for them or any kinds of weakness inside our own emotions. This is only the worthy feeling which maybe due to some reason we have gotten through our environment, through our the area in which we have we have created our thoughts in those way, in those certain way. Their weakness is only our own attaining role for the front views or the front conditions in which we are right now, because we ever know this reality, we are the maker of our all the conditions in which sometimes we feel so low and sometimes feel motivated. This is also the phase of life can say. If someone means being able to try their behavior in those way which is not so bearable and not so comfortable to all of us, then what we would like to say them, their what is their affirmations and their observation through their behaviors to us, what kinds of their attempts we actually feel from them. They are ready for being capable for their share their thoughts and their behavior through their words. Yeah, not every time the action seems in the behavior. Actually action sometimes means can say, many times seems through the words, and here words really means a lot to the front one. Yes, this is life, and sometimes we see the behavior of someone in those way where we are not in a certain way to observe them and to create those of the surrounding in which we feel like a blissful feeling in ourselves. This is not our own affirmation in negative way. This is the phase of time. This is the conditions in which we are right now because of our karma, because of our attempts role in our life for our front one, means actually can say for our dear one. Maybe they gives us a loyal love and belief, but we were not there in those times aware for understanding them. And nowadays if we are facing in opposite way in those all the phases, then we can have the realize the those of our realness which maybe in our past moment we have lost due to some reason. Yes, this is also the lesson of life to us, and can say the phase of time which gives us much inspiration and also the process, meaningful process for attaining our role, how we can live our life blissfully and what the way we want to live. Yes, sometimes someone's behavior it seems like an unexpected way. We won't have the capacity for realizing them why they are doing in those way their roles to us, what's happened to them, and if they are doing their those kinds of attempts to them, then what's wrong with us, what is their the conditions effectiveness really approve their roles towards us, and what is the significant sign through them to us. Here if any kinds of observation we can feel through them, this one observation only makes us feel hard and also low. This is what this is the conditions phase why we are able to see them, and why we have those the attempts of thinking that these all the phases are derived by our own thinking, our own way of attaining role in the lives all the shores and phases. If we think this type of this way or this in this all the manners, then what is this really? This is our significant sign and this is our identities. We are just make but we have created our images in those way. No, never, because here if just the reason is only we created those kinds of images of our portraits in our minds, this is not a reality of mind. whether we have the choices to make ourselves clarify in those way where we want to peace, and yes, we are ready to get them in the same way, because nature always provides us those all the things which we want. But at first we have to make ourselves aware and confident to have them, make ourselves stronger in those of conditions, and in those in front of those persons maybe they just pushed us in inward way, like in those way where we are not able to feel smooth feeling, and always feel like hearts or uncomfortable realization in ourselves. This is nothing, this is only our weak side. Yes, that this is our weakness, and there only the reason is our own way of thinking attaining role for them. If one try to makes us feel so low and in like inward, then there if we want to share our emotion like a broad way, like a specific way, then here at first we have to create all those kinds of images in our own soul and in our own feelings. And if we are aware for making them in the same way, then we can just here worship to the Lord, and we can create our gratitude to the Lord, to the Creator. And Creator always gives us those all the phases of life, those all the instructions of life. Here we are so late for having them, for understanding them. Yes, nothing is going to happen by luck. We all ever know this reality of our existence. Nothing is going to happen by luck. Luck is what? Luck is only the beliefs. Yeah, the inner feelings of our attempts, our attaining roles for ourselves. What we can see and what we observe, just we can have those all the images in our mind, and this one is called the luck. Luck is nothing. Only if anything really means a lot, then those things are our actions, our own attempts, roles for the realizing those all the conditions, views, and conditions, perspectives to us. Yes, rather than understanding those all the false images of life, we have to be aware and confident for recognizing the reality of life, the recognizing the realness of our existence, what really means a lot to us. Maybe someone came in our life and poked us and makes us feel so low. What is this? This is not the meaning of our life. Why we are making ourselves so messed because of someone's behavior or someone's thought and pushed us down, because we are not aware to having our belief and to share our belief in those way, what the way we want to share. What is this? This is not the loyalty to us. At first we have to think for our belief, for our side, because we are living with our own soul first, and we are the makers of our images. We are the best friend of ourselves. Yes, we are the best friend for ourselves, and we have to realize those realness. We have to keep faith in those realness of our life. This reality really means a lot to us, but why we are so late for having them, for understanding them? This is the worthless meaning for our inner emotions. Yes, for our inner emotions, because we feel something different and we want to do something different, but we are attaining our role in different ways. What is this? This is not the reality, this is not the real sign of life, but we are making ourselves again and again satisfied. No, we are living our life, we are so satisfied. This is not reality. If we want to feel the realness, then we have to start those all the reality at first in our soul, in our belief, and all create all the images in front in those same way. Then we can able to see those all the reality to us, and feel the realness of our life with what actually we want to see to us. This is not any kinds of anger issue, this is not any kinds of negative issue. This is our belief, this is our desire, because everyone has their own desire, everyone has their own attempts for expressing their emotion in the same way what they want to express according to their choices. And there nothing like any kinds of doubt or force would be able to appear for making them mess or downward. This is not loyalty, this is not, can say, the support. Maybe this seems at the first sight very supportive, but this would not be the supportive boon to us, because according to our desires, our inner feelings, if we are attaining our role, then we can say we are living our life without any hesitations, we can have the power and we can create our those all the images front what we want to create for the front viewers and at first for ourselves. Because if we love ourselves, then another one has the same feeling for us. But in another way, if we neglect our thoughts and emotions, then what we expect from others, we definitely have those same things from others. So here we have to create those all the kind feelings to us first, then in this world we are able to getting in the same way to others. And this one belief also gives us an infinite peace and serenity in our soul and mind. By luck nothing is going to happen, friends. Keep faith this reality. Keep faith in this way of attaining our roles for our life, because we must have to understand the real meaning of life. Life is not only the breathing process, because anyone doing the same like us. Because if we are different from them, then we have to show our all those differentiate forms and all the imaginations. Yes, imagination for the front view. We are loyal, we are faithful for ourselves first, then we are ready for others also. We can do for the others, but at first we have to create those all the truthful images for ourselves first. Sorry, means for our images really means a lot to us, because at first we create our images in our mind, in our soul at first, then we want to see in front. And if we are doing in the same way, then we can easily have those all the portrayals and all the pictures in the same way to us through the nature's compassion. But at first we have to be ready for recognizing them, for understanding them. Yes, for creating those all the images inside our soul, inside our beliefs. And if we are allowed to do those same things, then we can have the power. We are maker of them of our all those strengthened side, what we only expected from our emotion, when sometimes we were not able to attempt in those way. Yes, life is not only in those way where we are keeping our emotion aside and making ourselves so can say so great personality, that if everyone's used to express their respect and regards towards. No, not every time life's meaning keeps their place in those way. Yes, we have to be created our forms in those way, respectful way, in mannered way. But at first we have to keep also the naughtiness in our mind and soul. The childhood, all those images, what actually gives us relief, gives us peaceness. So don't kill your childhood with all the images in you from your soul, and don't kill your childish acts, because if you just keep inside your soul and mind your childhood images, then you are living your life in according to your blissful manner, according to your loving manner. Yes, loving manner, what the love you want for you, because your inner child always just be with those way, and you just keep your images in different way. What is this is not your loyalty for yourself first, because if you are loyal, if you are faithful for yourself, then don't kill your childish acts and your childish all those images from your soul and from your belief. You can do this, you can able to pretend all those themes in those way. And if you just create in these kinds of thoughts in your mind, then you are living your life. Yes, you are living your life blissfully. Blissfully mean to say what the way you want to live. Life means not only breathing. This one line really means a lot, and we have to make ourselves aware for this one line. Yes, life is broadly gives us infinite lesson, and always encourages us for doing our most appreciated work. Work mean to say our inner emotions. Through our inner emotions, keep our belief in those way where we can have those all the power to for expressing our reality for the front one, like to be like an inspiration for the front one. Not always be like a great person is the meaning of life. Be loyal and be grateful for those things what we have right now is also the meaning of life, real meaning of life, can say. And if we are aware for doing this, then we can say we are able to live our life. Live our life means just we are giving our gratitude to our life. When we are going in the temple, what we offer to the Lord through us, we offer our gratitude, our love, our emotion. First of all, our wishes. Yes, we all have those kinds of emotion. First of all, we just give our all the emotion, desires in front of Lord. But we want to create our images like a respectful way, then maybe we think what Lord has appear their thoughts according to our emotion, what they means Lord has created our image in their soul and mind. Then we are able to make ourselves in those way where which way Lord has appreciated our emotions, our all those front prayers, which means makes us feel so relaxed and makes us feel so respectful for the front one. But our childish acts what creates our childish emotion, what actually wants, actually means our childish all those acts actually want our inner feelings. Inner feeling means our those feelings which we want for us, which we create in our inner emotion, then but we are hesitate to express them. But our inner child always want those all the views, all the attempts through the Lord. Through the Lord means little not little, can say no, loving compassion. Yes, loving compassion through the Lord. We want all our desires to fulfill like a childish act. Since our fulfill all the emotions in which we are feeling so soulless and so peaceful. At first we want to feel peace and serenity in our own soul, then we are able to share in the same way to others. We ever know this reality, but at the right time we forgot all those things and just make ourselves make why this is happening to us, why this is going to around us, why we are suffering in those way, in that way. All those means can say no, all those useless conditions and affects makes us feel so low. But here reason is mostly we are only the reason for there, but we won't have the ability for understanding those of reality of ourselves, of our life's real meaning, and always try to blame others. No, others has not any kinds of the times or also desire for making ourselves all the time mess or inward, because they have their choices, they have their all the works and all those stuffs. They are so busy in their life source, and we are the maker of our all those images. Why we are getting so late for having them or for understanding them, and all the time blame others because of them, because of those all the conditions we are affected by. No, this is not the reality. We are affected by our own thoughts, and we are here, we are only the reason of our making all those forms. In which form right now we are the maker of those forms. Yes, and we have to keep faith in our loyalty, in our this one realness of life, this one real meaning of life. Yes, this is life. How we feel less, how we feel low. No, we should not feel low. We should not feel, can say no, means sometimes neglected in front of someone or even in front of everyone, because we are also the means creators compassion roles, and can say no, the all those forms. Lord has created us like everyone's around, and if Lord has created us, we are the craft of Lord, and we are the craft of Lord, then Lord has the infinite compassion, and through the compassion Lord has created us, and we are the in this form, in those form, Lord's compassionate form in this world, like a shadow of satisfaction, like a shadow of peaceness. We have to worth it, we have to feel it. This is our real peaceness, and this will our real loyalty for the life, for the creator. And I hope all of you really understand the real feeling of your thought, because don't ignore your inner emotions. Respect your inner emotion, just flow with your inner emotion, don't ignore because of any reason, because you are your best friend. And if you are allowing for doing the same way, then you are worshipping the Lord, then you are standing in a temple in front of Lord. Yes, try it and means make yourself aware for understanding it. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.